Welcome, everyone. Please rise, remove your hats, and silence all cell phones for the presentation of the colors and the singing of our national anthem. Sorry.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there, was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of America, the brave?
Please be seated. Oh. Thank you to the Frank Crescent American Legion Post 24 for the presentation of the colors, and to Mr. Matt Raymer and the Treble Clef Choir for singing the national anthem, as well as our Badger Band under the direction of Mr. Greg Bungie. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special day for the class of 2018. My name is Russ Tronson, and I am proud to be the principal of Badger High School. I would like to welcome all of you in attendance today for joining us for this special day. A special welcome to our members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. James Gottinger. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first senior speaker today, Max Flipson.
Good afternoon. I first would like to thank everyone who came today to congratulate the Badger High School class of 2018, as this is one of the biggest moments in our lives up to this point. Thank you to the teachers and staff members of Badger High School for providing us the first stepping stones in our path to a great future, and for putting up with us for 4 years. Thank you to each and every parent of a student in this graduating class. I know it's been a long ride for us as students, one that has had its share of ups and downs, and I can tell you all that my mother would be the first to tell you that it's been just as long of a ride for her, if not longer. Parents, I do not know where we would be as students without you all helping us and teaching us, and not all of us say it all the time, but we are deeply grateful for what you have done for us. Now, to the class of 2018, I have a few things I would like to say, but first, I would just like to point this out. The last 4 years of our lives are coming to a close, and yet again, we will be considered the immature freshmen. The rest of our lives start now, and the only thing that will limit the greatness that each and every one of us has is ourselves. A great man by the name of Theodore Roosevelt once said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the strong man who stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. We are now the man in the arena. We are now the ones with the ability to live our own lives, most of us without our parents for the first time. There's a chance some of us go right into success and never have to taste failure, but for most of us, we will experience failure throughout our lives, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. And believe me, I know about failure. Failure can be the greatest teacher that life can give you, it can be the greatest motivator life can give you, and it can be the greatest lesson that life can give you. Failure will knock you down, but it will also give you the opportunity to get back up and try again. This struggle will be what breeds the greatness in all of us. As long as you are able to get back up after each failure, you will never truly lose. That's one of the reasons that I play baseball. Baseball is a game built on failure, where someone can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be considered one of the best to play the game. Baseball has taught me many different lessons, and dealing with failure is the biggest. And those of you who've watched me and my sub-200 batting average play know that I have dealt with plenty of failure over my career. Each time we fail, whether it be not getting a good grade in class, hitting snooze one too many times in the morning, or getting rejected by that special someone when you ask them on a date, will be a chance for us to pick ourselves off the ground and learn from the experience. By the way, that third one's been hitting me really hard lately. Next year is going to be an amazing time for us. Some of us will choose to go to college. Some of us will choose to go to work. Some of us will choose to go on a multitude of different paths. We all have the ability to choose our own way. And as Viktor Frankl once wrote, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Whatever you choose to do in life should be completely up to you. Not what your teacher says or what that article online says. And it doesn't have to be what your parents say. Even if your mom constantly tells you to become a plastic surgeon just for when she wants Botox later in life. Whatever you choose to do, make it great. The lessons we've learned throughout our 4 years at Badger High School, the friends we've made, and the memories we have will stick with us for the rest of our lives. Think back to yourself from 4 years ago, on the first day you walked into the doors as a freshman, shaking at the knees and getting lost in the halls, to now, where we will be walking out as graduates, ready to take on whatever the world chooses to throw at us. I'm sure looking back, the time has really flown by for all of us. Think of all the concerts you've gone to at Badger, the Friday nights at the football field, the plethora of plays and musicals put on by our own, and the countless other activities. These memories can never be taken from you, but it's also time to start making new ones. Our future is now uncertain, and for a lot of us, including myself, it's kind of frightening. Our lives begin to change from the 14-year-old kids that first walked into Badger to the adults ready to experience life on our own. I know our experience here wasn't exactly a high school musical, but I wouldn't change what I experienced here for anything, because every memory and every choice I have has shaped who I am today, and that is true for everyone here. It's now up to you to decide what to do with your life. Once more, I would like to say thank you to Badger High School and everyone who has helped me during my 4 years here. To my peers who will walk across this stage today, good luck. I can't speak for everyone here, but I know I will definitely need a little bit of it. Good luck on your path to greatness, and even if you fail once or twice, just know that you did it while daring greatly.
Yes, Matt!
Introducing our next speaker, Olivia Dunham.
afternoon, everyone. Benjamin Franklin, Dr. Martin Luther King, Stephen Hawking, Guy Fieri, all high school graduates. We seniors now join the promising group of individuals fortunate enough and hardworking enough to earn a high school degree. Congratulations, Badgers. We did it. We're all graduating. On behalf of my class, I would like to thank the school for all of the amazing programs and facilities provided. I'd also like to thank the weather for not raining and the wind for making our caps fly away. I'd like to thank the exceptional teachers who have taught us everything from writing an effective essay to understanding why the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I'd like to thank all the families and friends, many of them here today, for their loving support. Lastly, I'd like to thank Google, caffeine, and late starts. Today is a day of transition as we reflect on the 4 years we've had here. We all started as very lost guppies on freshman first day. Once we became used to the fast pace as we continued our long path through high school. Sadly, in 2016, we lost our amazing principal, Mr. Kopodlowski, whom we wish were here to join us in our celebrations. Principal Tronson took the hard job of filling Mr. K's shoes in both of their missions to better Badger for the student body. That brings us to the class of 2018, all sitting next to me, proud of what we've accomplished. Not only do Badgers accomplish academic feats, but accomplishments in athletics, clubs, and fine arts. Congratulations to the 6 athletics conference champions. I'd like to congratulate clubs like FFA, DECA, FCCLA, HOSA, Forensics, and Leadership Dynamics for their tremendous year. Thank you to the Fine Arts Department for all of your hard work to keep art alive. Badger students enrolled in dual credit programs through Gateway will be walking away with 142 credits. After the senior award ceremony, I'm very proud to report that our class received over 150 scholarships. And I lost it. This list only brushes the surface of the astounding accomplishments of the senior student body. We graduating seniors have come so far, but you've yet to see the pinnacle of our work. Now, I'm no amazing scholar, nor mogul in tech, nor a published author, but I have at least been an extra in all of your lives, as all of you have been in mine. Think about that. Picture your life as a movie or TV show. Now look around. Everyone here has been a part of your story. They've created conflict, friendship, challenges, breakthroughs, guidance, and the full hallways in the wide shots of your life. Every person around you has had some effect on your experience. We have, all the extras, influenced each other in ways we've never experienced. Turn to the person next to you. You too, friends and family. Say hello to these people and thank them. These people have unknowingly been by your side for 4 years. Just as we've been an extra for our classmates, so will we continue to be in thousands of people's lives as we move beyond high school by learning, living, and putting our footprint on this earth. Though extras for each other, we are each a lead in our own story. During my 4 years here, I've been involved in a lot of productions in the theater department. My freshman year, I was in a musical called Crazy for You. I was trying on costumes when I found a simple black pair of shoes. They were worn and dirty, but I fell in love with them. I would wear them for almost every show I was in afterwards, including my last. To me, they were no longer an old pair of neglected shoes. They were all the hard work I had put in. There were all of the heartaches, the late nights, the failures, and then successes of my high school career. Everyone here today has their own special pair of shoes. The item that represents passing a really hard class, making the winning touchdown, or mastering a skill in autos, culinary, marketing, music, or language. We all know that we've had our successes and can be proud of our achievements. The feeling of walking in graduation procession is similar to taking a bow after your last show. It's emotional. It's driven by accomplishment. It's scary because a lot of us are wondering, what's next? Many of us are going into a technical or four-year college, serving our country, going into the workforce, or starting an apprenticeship. We know where we're going, but we know not what is held for us in the future. There's an old adage that says, the past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. And each of you have that power, the power to take everything learned here and make it something more. And this will not be our peak, Badgers. I refuse to let this be our peak. We can carry our shoes with us on to college and the rest of our lives as motivation to do better, to do more. This is not it for us. We've learned and done incredible things that can only propel us forward into our bright futures. Walking out of this stadium, walk with each step firmly planted on the ground because you know it belongs there. Walking out of this stadium, walk with the support of all the extras in your lives. Walking out of this stadium, walk with those shoes wrapped around your feet, those shoes that carry the burden and accomplishments of everything you've done. I look out at my audience, knowing that our next steps will be the strong foundation for every step in front of it. No matter what direction any of us go, no matter what path we end up taking, we will triumph. Just remember to bring your shoes. Much love and thank you, Badgers. Now, I would like to introduce Superintendent of Lake Geneva Schools, Dr. Jim Gottinger.
Thank you, Olivia. How about another round of applause for Max and Olivia on their great speeches that they did for us today. I also, obviously, am here to congratulate the class of 2018. Really, it's kind of a special class for me. I've known most of these students for the time that they've been in our schools, not just Badger High School. I've grown up with them, and I kind of touched a chord when Max was speaking because I had the opportunity to coach him in baseball, and I may be responsible for that 200 batting average that he had. So my apologies, Max, for that. But as you said, I'll pick myself up from failure and try again. I want to thank the parents and all of the family members that are here. You've heard that from the two speakers, the student speakers that you had here today. And obviously, as a school personnel, you've heard that from us over the years, to please stay with your students. Please encourage them and help them. Check their power school grades. And some of you have done a lot of that, I'm sure, and some of you haven't had to worry about that at all. But do appreciate your efforts. And as I always say, a number of these students are getting ready to leave the nest. It may be your first one leaving the nest, it may be the last one, but I always caution parents and let them know that, yes, they will be back, and they'll probably have a bag of dirty laundry with them when they return. Also want to congratulate our teachers and our administrators. A lot of work not only goes into this event here today, which I know is a lot of work, and we are fortunate to be only affected by the wind, but the education of your students is taken very seriously, your children becoming young men and women. So I do appreciate the efforts of all of our administrators and all of our teachers in providing the best education possible for your children. And last but not least, on the thank yous, the students, speakers today did mention the great opportunities that they've had with programs, and we are proud of our programs here, and that may be a reason why a number of you have your students attend Badger High School, and those programs would not be available to your sons and daughters without the work of our school board and the support of our school board, who are very pro-education. So I want to thank them and introduce them to you this afternoon. From our school board, we have Dr. Jeffrey Buntrock, Mrs. Nikki Seisel, Mrs. Pat Walter, Mrs. Kathy Vorpagel, and Mrs. Janet Giovanetti. Thank you for your support of our school, our program, and the students of our great institution. Also, as mentioned, transition, so it's my time for just a little bit of a message here. I always like to acknowledge the fact that, yes, in fact, you are moving on to another endeavor, whether that be college, the military, or workforce. We also talk, and we have a number of ceremonies this time of year to celebrate the success of our students. Many of you have been very successful. In fact, this is a class that I'm very, very proud of the academic achievements that they have made. The number of students with honors cords here today is outstanding. And with that, as you walk with those honors cords, again, you have to prove yourself in the next endeavor. And so it is a new start and a fresh start. And with that, I always like to remind those whose parents maybe had to check the Power School grades a little bit more, those of you who struggled with school a little bit more, that it's also new for you. And it's a new start, and the playing field is even. So please take advantage of this new opportunity and set goals for yourself to be successful. As I said about this class, very special to me, it occurred to me as I was trying to think of what to say today, what was special about them. And we can do the athletics and the extracurricular activities, but the academic achievement was something that really stood out for me. It's one of our most outstanding classes that we've had academically. But also, it occurred to me that what I really liked about this class was the level of character that these students have exhibited at Badger High School, which is a reflection on you, obviously a reflection on them, and hopefully bodes well, and I know will bode well for them in the future. And what occurred to me most, and I stole a few speech things and whatever, is that that's kind of lacking today, the element of character. And found an old speech, parts of it, and putting my own touch on it. The message is build for character, not for fame. And it seems to me that in this day and age, we put an extremely high premium on fame. Think Kardashians. We have people who are famous for simply being famous. They haven't done anything particularly noteworthy, but they do take marvelous selfies. We are all wooed by the allure of fame. The very possibilities of fame are the opioids of social media. Follow me, friend me, like me, share my post, retweet my tweet. We are nearly desperate for fame. Built for character, not for fame, is based on the assumption that one is looking up and ahead. That's an encouraging thought, especially today when most of us have our heads down, crooked over screens. Are some of you doing that now? Looking ahead and building for character takes thought and intention. One can be intentional in building for fame as well, but the components of fame are often circumstantial. Fame relies heavily on the right timing, right externals, right connection, and cultivating a base of fans and supporters. Character is rarely circumstantial. Character is built with self-discipline, a willingness to learn from difficulties, and humility. Character grows internally and needs no applause. Fame depends on people looking. Character is who you are when no one is looking. Fame is often laced with an inherent jealousy and anxiety. Character is marked by contentment and generosity. The best way to build a better world that I know you desire is to build character, the kind that runs deep and can carry you through life's storms. Build character with prudence, courage, justice, and fortitude. Build character by respecting yourself and respecting others. Build character with faith, hope, and love. I know that the class of 2018 will leave an indelible mark based on the quality of the character to make our world a better place as you move forward. Thank you and congratulations.
Again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the huge day for the class of 2018. We've had a great year here at Badger with so many student accomplishments, and we're very proud of our graduates. I'd like to take a moment to thank our teachers and staff who have been so tremendous to these students. Moreover, I would like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Linda Ott and Mr. Barry Mess, who will be retiring at the end of this school year. Thank you. I would also like to congratulate our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Bo Roddy. When I reflect on the mark of this class, a few things come to mind. I'd like to share some of those with you now. First and foremost, nearly 40% of the senior class is graduating with honors as represented by the yellow cords being worn by graduates. Please stand for recognition. Thank you. Our academic top 10 recipients this year are if you could please rise, Jackie Carper, Maureen Clifford, Connor Duggan, Charlie Giese, Carson Gunlock, Brendan Helsing, Alexis Kokodinsky, Peter Mary, Max Flipson, and Liana Yakubov. The sheer amounts of state and conference championships in athletics and extracurriculars is outstanding. This class has certainly been busy. At this time, I would like to honor our graduates who will be taking active duty with one of the branches of the military. Please stand and remain standing. I would also like to add those who will be attending a 2-year or 4-year college or university. Please stand. And those individuals who will be going directly into the workforce, please stand. One of your generation's characteristics is that you find great pleasure in helping others. An example of this happened just the other day here at Badger. Our automotive class refurbished and donated a car to a single mom who needed transportation in order to get to her job. This was the second car this class refurbished and donated to someone in need this year. Or how many of you have donated your personal money to help a fellow Badger student who fell ill while on an expedition in Morocco? Those of you who have given time to be a mentor to our freshman class, or the amount of service hours performed on behalf of the myriad of clubs and organizations through Badger. Just know that your humanitarian efforts only help to contribute to a better world. I encourage you to continue to find ways to do these things and to help others. As you continue with the next chapter in your life, I wish all of you well in your endeavors. I hope you find your own happiness and are able to tackle the obstacles that lie in front of you. Families, friends, and loved ones in attendance today, I thank you for your support of these graduates and your trust in us to provide them with a quality education. In closing, I would like to extend to all graduates a heartfelt congratulations, and I'm excited for your future. At this time, I would like to announce to the representatives of the school board, as principal of the Lake Geneva Genoa City Union High School, I certify to you that these students have met the graduation requirements necessary for a Badger High School diploma. I present to you the class of 2018. The students will now receive their diplomas with Student Council officers Jennifer Clary and Carson Gunlock reading off the names. To keep things moving in a timely manner, please hold your applause until all the names are read. Also, to a courtesy to those around you, please refrain from using whistles, air horns, or other loud devices. Thank you. Check.
Okay, so I just like say their names. Do I just like wait until like they get it and then say their names? Chloe A. Cup. Vanya Aguado Vasquez.
Eliodo.
Okay. Isabella Eliodo. Oh God. Emily Anman. Oh, okay. Sarah Amborn. Jack Anderson. Jordan Aranda. Peyton Aranda. Flor Ariana. I hope that was it. Nicholas Offmeth. Grace Barr. Kayla Ball. Jose Barajas. Joshua Barnes. Dustin Bass. Leah Beck. Brandon Bishop. Lindsay Bland. Alex Blay. Kylie Blowers. Jacob Balin. Zachary Booker. Nathan Borst. Shannon Boyle. Abigail Brainerd. Nicholas Britton. Oh gosh. Bethany Brown. Danielle Brown. Louis Burmeister. Jack Burton. Okay. Angelica Butita. Kate Butler. Colin Calandra Jackson. Lizette Calixto. Angelo Camilleri. Jamie Carlson. Cade Carpenter. Jackie Carper. Karen Castro. Leah Seisel. Lisa. I'm so sorry. Haley Ray Chavez. Jocelyn Chavez. Carlos Chavez. Sing-Ying Ches. Austin Christensen. Harrison Cicero. Autumn Clark. Maureen Clifford. Emily Cocroft. Taylor Cowell. Dawson Comer. Kylie Cooper. Evelyn Cordova. Taylor Craig. Patrick Christ. Ian Lynch. Kaylee Jolets. McKenna Ledke. Sunny Lonagro. Juan Cruz. Anthony Culleton. Colby Curtis. Erica Chesnica. Lucas Darbro. Alexa de la Sancha Gon. I'm sorry. Keep going. Olivia Deering. Chase Dieter. Grace Derrick. Dylan Dickman. Lucci DeVito. Moretta DeVito. Juan Luna. Haley Domsky. Morgan Donahue. Rylan Donahue. Devin Doyen. David J. Dublin. Connor Duggan. Brianna Grace Dunford. Olivia Catherine Denham. Jack Egan. Madison Ann Earhart. Brian Escobar. Kevin Lowe's Jr. Alex Evans. Genesis Felbogart. Emily Fall. Brady Fields. Tanner Fields. Jessica Fisher. Jose Diaz. Nathaniel Fisher. Olivia Brooke Fisher. Austin Flower. Bethany Folks. Tessa Fredrickson. Adam Gallagher. Brian Garcia. Josh Garcia. Taylor Garrels.
Get wild! Stay wild!
Jaya Genrick. Oh, gosh. Charlie Geezy.
That's our.
Edgar Gonzalez. Gustavo Gordillo. Caitlin Guest. Carson Gunlock. Jade Hulda. Robert Hansen. Josh Heeline. Brendan Helsing. Jonathan Hendricks. Edgar Hernandez. Molly Hibbler. Carson Hillier. Sarek Hirth. Sterling Howard. Caleb Hughes. Lauren Humphreys. Emerson Hunius. Martin Harneal. Samuel Cater. William Keller. Sarah Kelly. Chloe Kleeman. Abigail Klein. Riley Klein. Nathan Cannell. Jordan Michael Coling. Miranda Kane. Gabrielle Cohn. Alexis Kokadinsky. Levi Cron. Emily Kratz. Stephen Kraus. Jeremy Kremser. Ethan Kretler. Matthew Kretsch. John Kubala. Braden Michael Kunder. Bo Ledoux. Keegan Lafferty. Brittany Landers. Corbin Larkin. Lane Larson. Mallory Ladon. Colin Lee. Paige Leisner. Lauren Lidner. Alec Lynn. Blake Lynn.
and Jennifer Clary. Test.
Yo. Manny Macias. Cal Mack. Rachel Mangold. Ava Mannion. Jose Manriquez. Shane Marchetti. Avril Marshall. Jasmine Martinez. Michelle Martinez. Ruth Martinez. Pablo Martinez. Adeline McCarran. Harry Mendoza. Peter Mary. Autumn Messman. Joshua Musling. Matthew Meyer. Miranda Mickmershreisen. Cliff Miller. Bromel Mitchell. Austin Monroe. Gabriel Andreas Montoya. Alice. Jack Murphy. Seth Murphy. Demir Nass. Autumn Neal. Josh Nordenson. Marissa Nurnberg. Megan O'Hara. Braden O'Laughlin. AJ Oliveri. Taylor Onaby. Courtney Omens. Caleb Opsel. Roberto Papi. Tim Osnach. Nathan Otero. Isabel Ovalle. James Pasiga. Francesca Patry. Pavlicek. Josh Pearson. Austin Pease. Boyana Pagao. Shay Perry. Max Flipson. Kayla Pike. Jeffrey Pipes. Sarah Pison. Rebecca Polhever. Omar Torres. Emma Powell. Ariel Pribble. Marissa Proxa. Piper Radke. Cora J. Rafi. Sage Redens. Lily Regalia. Miranda Riley. Noah Rahalik. Jacqueline Reyes. Avery Raymond. Megan Rife. Ryan Ripke. Freddie Rivera. Yamina Rodriguez. Bryn Rohde. Clarence Roy. Ashley Rudolph. Adriana Sanchez. Michael Sanders. Theodore Santi. Jack Saverpool. Eden Shaneman. Andrew Schmidt. Megan Schneider. Drew Schnaring. Anna Schur. Allison Schumacher. Katie Sue Schuster. Cheyenne Seneca. Lainey Tapia. Camilla Pagani. Nicholas Steffen.
Lincoln Arzwig.
Lincoln R. Zwig. Jordan Ziegler. Ashley York. Yvette Brittany Zarate. Kelly Murray Locander. Alejandra Serna. Ashley Shea. Sarah Siciliano. Sabrina Siepler. Cameron Seacray. Connor Skids. Madison Smid. Aaron Smith. Jessica Smith. Madison Smith. Cole Soika. Wesley Sontag. Carmelo Soto. Karen Soto. Maureen Southworth, Sam Spendy, Nathaniel Sperandio, Kylie Souse, David Stefaniak, Margaret May Steno, Amanda Steinke, Geneva Sohn, Olivia Stout, Dakota Sturgeon, Lillian Sully, Colton Surgis, Gilberto Tapia, Elena Thies, Ava Elizabeth Thompson, Charlie Angel Thompson, Leonora Thompson, Alexis Todd, Joshua Teflinsky, Ellis Tanazi, David Torres, Bailey Tooting, Maria Valdez, Lizbeth Violin, Dawson Vance, Addison Vanderkar, Elena Verdung, Antonia Vincenti, Tyus Vincent, Laura Walzinski, Christine Walkie, Jessica Walkie, Elizabeth Wall, Benjamin Weiss, Ethan Willie, Becky White, Madison Whitehead, Christina Waller, Caitlin Wong, Jalen Woods, Madison Wolf, Leanna Allison Yakubov, Victor Yappies, Hunter Schwartz,
and Carson Gunlock. At this time, I would like to ask the class of 2018 to please rise. Move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2018.